So Echo was a dog of mine. Great Dane. Had the biggest heart in the world. And she was fast. Really fast. One day I went out and did a job, and I had to leave her in my apartment. I lived on the 3rd floor of this apartment complex. And I was driving a Chevy van, and I parked right at the bottom of the steps. And I went all the way up the stairs, and I opened up the door, and that dog burst out of there and went bounding down the stairs. One flight to the next, all the way down. Thought she was going to kill herself. And she jumped right into the back of my van and creased the door. Thought that would slow her down. And the only thing that did was she caught another gear. And she started running around in circles around this parking lot. And I got down there, and my daughter was with me. My daughter was about 2 years old at the time. And we were laughing at this dog losing its mind. And this little black Tercel comes around the corner, and next thing I know, Echo jumped off the sidewalk between two cars and hit this car dead on. Crunched it. And I was so broke at the time, I'm like, oh, damn it. And this poor girl gets out of this car. She goes, I think I just killed your dog. And I go, that's not my dog. And my daughter's like, oh, poor Echo. And I'm like, oh, great. And I walk over there, and I'm expecting, I don't know what I was expecting. But I went over there and looked at there's my dog out cold once again. She knocked herself out prior to that. She used to knock herself out quite a bit. She only had about 2 or 3 brain cells, and they were always arguing. And whenever you gave her a command, it was always her trying to remember what it meant. She didn't remember. She knew she was supposed to do something, but she couldn't remember what it was that she was supposed to do. And that's why I called her Echo. Anyways, she's out cold. And I look at this car, and the dog had totaled the quarter panel, the mirror, the door. And I'm like, oh, great. And I told the girl, I don't know how I'll be able to fix it, but, I just live right here. We'll figure this out. I'll go down and get other quarter panel and put it on and get a door and get a mirror and all this other stuff. And she's like, she was worried about my dog. Echo woke up and acted like nothing happened. And she drove off. And I never heard from her again, never saw her again. And like 3 or 4 months later, I came out of the apartment, and there's this guy walking around in a suit. And looks like he's lost. I go, sir, can I help you? Are you alright? And he goes, you don't know anybody around here that owns a big black dog, do you? I was not thinking at all. And I'm like, oh, like this? Echo, come here. Echo comes around the corner and was all happy to see somebody new. And he goes, son of a bitch. She wasn't lying. Still didn't hit me. I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, well, my daughter drove home a couple months ago, and was in an accident. And she told me that this dog hit her. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. You know, we'll figure this out. You know what? How bad is it? He goes, no. I was convinced that my daughter was lying to me. She's been grounded and I've almost disowned her over this. I'm like, really? What? He goes, yeah, we took it to the auto repair shop. And they told me that the car had been totaled because the frame was bent. I couldn't believe that a dog had actually hit the car. And I was like, sir, I completely apologize. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll do right by you. And he goes, no, the fact is that I figured my daughter didn't lie to me. Don't owe me a thing. It's good to know that my daughter, or he said, it's good to know my daughter wouldn't lie to me about this. That is crazy. And I have to admit that my dog actually ran into a car so hard she bent the frame and totaled it. Life is just crazy.